Just another day in Westbury. Here we are. See? Westbury. Sorry, that's what? Westbury. The place where Pine Power Light used to live in equivalent geographical equivalent context. Because this is Hartsdale. I'm going to be talking about my future plans for the summer. Well, we say just another day in Westbury. Should I say Wastebury? So we can see here, the next two trains only go to Hicksville. There are Ronkonkoma trains later during the rush hour that make their first stop at Mineola, stop at Carl Place, Westbury, Hicksville, North Hicksville, Farmingdale, Wyandanch, Deer Park. Oh, too many stations in between to list in the real world of Westchester. But I'm going to Pine Lawn again, not for school, not for the other school, but for an event. Pine Lawn is a popular station for me to use. It's both pleasant, like it says in its name, Pleasantville. Let's see. And my plans for the summer, since summer's coming up, I've signed up for the Lake Island Country Club it's in the Garden City Roosevelt Field area near Carl Place. Also going to be going to pools in one's in Glen Oaks called Timmins Brook Park. Another is in St. Albans. It's called Wilson's Waves. Another is in East Meadow, Hicksville, Levittown. It's called Saxon Woods. And there's a fourth one located in Roslyn called Spring Ridge. But aside from the pool, there's also school, of course. You're probably going to think this is like my worst nightmare ever, is this thing I'm doing this summer, which is going to 3 different schools for the summer, taking a total of, let me see, 1, 2, 12, 16 classes every month. Not really. It's not a nightmare for me, though. I really want to learn, and if I keep enough time to swim in the afternoons after school, it's perfectly fine. Last Monday I started a calculus class that I'm taking now in Pine Lawn. I learned about limits already. Limits, and later we're going to learn about continuity. But in the Pace University program in Huntington Station, there's going to be additional courses. I'm not sure where I'm going to start with math, whether to start easy, middle, or hard. Because obviously the middle is the best path where you're doing pre-calculus, I think. Then there's the satisfying sweet spot of elementary algebra or college algebra. Intermediate algebra, geometry. You start with pre-calculus, you don't get to do geometry until grad school. So, and then there's the advanced calculus path where you start with vector calculus and go into real analysis towards the end. That's pretty hard though. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. But I'm definitely ready for Calculus 1, which consists of functions, pre-calculus review, limits, continuity, derivatives, trig functions, definite, indefinite integrals, definite integrals, improper integrals, parametric spaces, polar coordinates, infinite series, Taylor series, partial derivatives, multiple, double, and triple integrals, vector derivatives and integrals, cylindrical, spherical, and hyperbolic space. And what else was in Calculus 1? Gaussian curvature, Stokes and Green's theorems, divergence and curl, and I think that's it. That's all that Calculus 1 has to offer. Whereas Calculus 2 is a course on more advanced vector differentiation integration, higher dimensional differentiation and integration in partial form. Now, Calculus 1 does include partial fraction decomposition, but this Calculus 2 intensifies it. We also go into more series and sequences, teaching at an analytical level. Actually, Calculus 2 has a lot less to learn, but more rigorous than Calculus 1. It's like doing, and then it sort of merges with real analysis, vector analysis, functional analysis, like all sorts of analysis that comes at the end as elementary analysis or advanced calculus. That's what Calculus 2 does. And the program I'm talking about at PACE, there's no Calculus 3. Same thing in physics, there's just physics and advanced physics. Or physics 1 and physics 2. They're basically the same thing, except physics 2 is more rigorous and covers the same, all the topics in physics, but higher difficulty. Other courses I'll move on to once I'm done with calculus, or once I'm concurrently taking Calculus 1, is linear algebra, differential equations, complex variables. Then while doing physics, the same sort of thing can apply. Relativity, quantum mechanics, spectroscopy, electromagnetism, classical mechanics, thermodynamics, and there's astronomy and astrophysics as well. Other courses I'll be taking this summer are computer science principles, Python, C and Unix, Java, networking, and electrical engineering, digital signals, electric circuits, capacitors, resistance, and then Ampere's law. Not sure if I'm going to get to Ampere's law by the end of summer. Mechanical engineering includes fluid mechanics and fluid dynamics, that's the physics part of it. Who knows, I might even get to challenge myself with continuum mechanics. Yeah, Westbury, as it says there. Westbury. Compression, statics, geodynamics, because I'm going to take a geology course as well. It's the first level of every science. So obviously, chemistry you need to do the first 3. Chemistry is an additional optional organic chemistry, biology, anatomy and physiology. There are other ones I want to do. I do not want to do environmental science, though, or psychology. So those sciences are just a pain. I just hate how, in a reverse sense compared to humans, bird life is very... how female birds have a huge advantage over male birds in contrast to human life. So I'm just not going to do environmental science. I just hate hearing about that because, you know, I'm a boy who has experienced women having a big... Even though it's not true, I've experienced women having an advantage over me just because I'm special needs. Not because they do or anything. But that's what it's like for birds. And I might not do the 3rd school. It depends on, like, how well my 2nd one does. And that will enable me to take more classes at the 2nd school, bringing the total course count in each semester up to 18 instead of 16. Yeah, wasp, I gotta get going. Bye.